Alright, let's go. We're live yet again, and this time we actually have a secondary cam to make it more interesting for the people popping on, watching the art. Let's go! Today we're just making another animation for Twitch, and unlike last time, I don't actually have a rough sketch of what we want to get done. I also forgot to pull open the Adobe software. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Let's see. We're going to want a new file. And then we'll go normal HD, because I don't think we need to go full HD for Streamlabs to kind of accept it. Let's get straight into it. Let's see if I remember correctly. That's a new empty frame, and that's a full keyframe. Got it. Alright. I guess first things first, just go in and get a rough sketch going. So this is the donations animation. Crap, why do I always stick my pen places? I don't remember where I'm gonna find them. Literally 2 seconds ago. Alright. So for this one, I feel like we can go pretty standard on it. We don't need to go too complex. We can also shrink that brush size down quite a bit. There we go, that's about a brush size that we'll want. Alright. So for this one, I'm thinking we have a snake, the little snake dude, pop its head out of the, So our little snake guy, he's gonna look a little bit, he looks roughly like this, where you kind of have a very big bob head and then a little thing. Honestly, it may be better to call it a tadpole instead of a snake, because that's closer to what it actually resembles. Actually, that'll probably be what we call it in the future, little tadpole. So what we'll do is we'll have our little tadpole dude kind of pop its head over right here. And then once it pops up its little head, we'll go ahead and have it actually like go all the way up here. That'll be its head, that'll be its eye, and then we'll have its body kind of right there. And then it'll come over here. I guess we should probably give it a mouth. Give that little guy a mouth. And then we'll come over here. And he'll then throw up the little things. Like so. And I think that is the basis for it. We're going to want to do another sketch of that though, because that one doesn't look the greatest. But yeah, this one's looking to be a lot simpler than the last one we did. Because the last one we had a lot of animation techniques that we had to add that we don't have to do with this one, because this one's just the little guy popping up and then throwing up. So we'll go ahead, add a new layer. And we'll actually change the opacity of this layer. That way it looks a little bit better. A little bit easier to kind of tell. Properties, opacity 50%. That way it's a bit easier to see what's actually happening. I forgot about the zoom on this thing. So 100% sticks it there. 200% is gonna make it a lot bigger. That's fine though. We're gonna want to make the design of this little guy a lot better though. It may be better to, I guess that's what we'll work on first, is kind of the design of the guy sideways. So it may be best to have a kind of be like so. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. That's compared to that. All right. We're just gonna have on this one, we'll make it a little bit bigger too for the head. Maybe too big. We'll want it like a little bit bigger. About that much bigger. Yeah, and then we can have the eye kind of sitting right there like this one is. Perfect. And we'll actually just go ahead and make it, finish the little guy up. And we'll have the tadpole part kind of come down like there, and then go up like that. Perfect. It kind of looks like an eyeball, but that's fine. At least at that moment it did. And we can actually just take those. And we'll grab it. And of course, following the rule of arches, I want them to kind of go up like there. Actually gonna want to bring them up a little bit. Alright, and we'll go ahead and animate it on 2s, just to make it a little bit better. At least gonna start angling him a little bit more, little bit better. Make it to where he's always looking at kind of where he'll be going. I think that'll just make it look a little bit more organic. Kind of like it's snaking up. It makes it look a little bit better. That's right, we're gonna want to save this just in case the computer crashes, because it does that an ungodly amount of times. Alright, back into it. With this one, we don't have to worry about the tail. With this one, I think we kind of want to add this knob right here, and that's where it starts coming into play. And we'll close that off a little bit. Onion skin it. Yeah. Where should we stick the mouth on the guy? It looks derpy right there. We'll go ahead and do that right there then. And that one's not going to need it. Sweet. And we'll have that go on for probably up to that 1 second point as a pause. Actually, maybe we do the mouth a straight line. Get rid of all those. All the mouths. And similar to the subscriber one that we made, we go from a straight mouth to a smile. Boom. All right, here's where we're going to want to change it. 3 frames should be enough. And then I think at some point in the time, we're going to want it to take its kind of back, and then we'll have it arch as it grows up. And that'll be the best outcome. And then we're going to want that one to go on about as long as that other one. We messed up on that. It needs to have a right here. It's missing one, which we may not actually just need that. Actually, we'll animate that one on ones so it goes a little bit smoother. Nope, that did not work. If we do that, we're gonna want another one in between. There we go. Let's see how that worked. Much better, much better. Alright. Let's make his eyes massively dilate like he's on drugs. And then he'll arch and throw up a bunch of coins. So we'll have his mouth open slowly. At the same time, his eyes will dilate. We erase the mouth. We'll kind of create a slit right there. Like so. And then we'll go ahead, add another one. Erase the mouth again. We'll make another one. I think this one goes on for 4 frames maybe. We can do a few more. All right. And for the back arc, we're going to want the head to turn that way. And then we're going to want the back to kind of come upwards. That way it's kind of like a circular motion of him moving. Which we may be able to once again just take it and rotate it. And we'll go ahead and rotate it to where we kind of want it to be. Then we're going to want the mouth to be a little bit bigger too. There we go. There's our little creature guy. We can actually probably take him and move him a little bit up too. Since you go from that to that, which is simple enough. I think we do that in 2 frames. We'll focus first on rotation. We need to go from that to that. The mouth. All right, now we focus on the back arcing. There we go. Then we'll have this be a frame. Perfect, perfect. feel like at some point in time we should probably add like highlights in the eyes. Maybe like right there. And then we'll just have it for 4 seconds throw up, which we can kind of create a loop on that one. So it doesn't take as many. So let's now go in and actually erase the lines we don't need. What the heck? Is it actually gonna do that? Or is that a lie? What the heck just happened? Dang, it's not letting me control Z either. I guess it like erased it on all of the frames. Hopefully not every frame. No, it did on every frame. Dang. That's a first. I mean, it kind of works in our favor on some of them. Oh wait, went back to normal. Okay, never mind then. What is happening? Is it treating it like a... It is. It turned them all into objects. What the heck? Let's see. All right. We'll go ahead and select all of this. Right click, convert to bitmap. Did it just erase them all? It should not have. What the heck is happening? And it's not letting me control Z. Alright. I think we have to scrap it and just see what we can salvage. That's definitely not ideal. Dang. That saved like none of it. That's not fun. I definitely should have saved more frequently. Alright, so I kept the arc. Let's see. We had the tail going from the knob and about there. Like that. Alright, at this point in time, we can just erase that so we don't have to deal with that later. We'll go ahead and save right there now that we have a checkpoint. Once again, we'll have to welcome in. Ah, unfortunate. It's a bot. There we go. At this point in time, we will take it and then once again make it grow up in a beautiful arc-like fashion. feel like this time, instead of having him kind of start to open his mouth and do it, we just do it all at once. And we can also make it a lot more exaggerated than we did that first time. So we're going to want to select it. Got the onions good. So we're going to bring it up. So it's going to be like facing near straight downwards. As for the mouth, we're going to take it and we're going to make it massive, way behind the eye, like so. And then the eye, we're actually going to take and make it go all the way right there. We'll go ahead and just fill that. Whoops, wrong one. Like so. We'll also go ahead and actually give his eye a little gleam. How should we go about that? Should we go for a classic, go for like a triangle, bar, dot, dot. Now we only need one dot. Then we're gonna go in and make the tail a little bit more cohesive with the body. So as far as tadpoles go, they'll kind of look like that. And that's our little guy, boom. That's the keyframe we are going to go for the transition. Honestly, I think the glimmer, though, we can make as a white paint. That might actually work a lot better on a separate layer. That way, once again, we can kind of get it to loop kind of more effortlessly. And also so we don't have to fill it all in at the end. So actually go ahead and make that now the rough paint sketch of it. That way we can keep in mind what it actually looks like. So we had triangle, bar. I feel like we can actually make it a little bit higher. Triangle, bar, dot. Boom. And then we'll kind of have that go back and forth and glimmer as it's throwing up. First things first, though, we gotta make it work. So we'll go ahead and start off here. At this point in time, we'll just follow the green for the most part. Actually, it may be easier just to, instead of having that one, if I have that. Have it tilt ever so slightly. What the heck happened? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Alright. Once again, tilt it ever so slightly. Just barely a tilt. Gosh dang it. There we go. feel like there should be somewhat of a delay between the eyes opening and kind of it arcing its back completely. So we can go ahead and just animate that now. I'm thinking maybe 3 frames. Actually, it'd probably be easier to go right there. We will take it, create a new frame. Erase that right there. That's our goal. Let's bring the smile slightly down. And then make the eyes a little bit bigger at first. I think that was too big. You just want it to ever so slightly change. Put a new from there. Once again, bring the smile down. Make the eyes bigger, and we can go a little bit more aggressive with it this time. Alright, and here we have 3 frames, the 3rd frame. At this point in time, we can have him start to open his mouth. All whilst his eye is growing even bigger, dilating more in panic. We're gonna go ahead and save it right there. Oh. So that's the end goal of the eye. At this point in time, let's have him start tilting to where he needs to tilt to. Let's see. And we can focus on the tail a little bit afterwards. Once again, we'll just do a slight tilt. Whoops. Forgot to frame it. Whoops. That was too many. And we will once again make the eyes even bigger, go even more aggressive with it. Make the mouth even bigger. Like so. We can... I think we actually only need like a few more frames for this. We can go a little bit more aggressive with the tilt here. Move it up ever so slightly more. Did I may have done it again. I did, dang it. Still getting used to Adobe's newish feature where as soon as you edit on any frame, it doesn't just automatically create a new keyframe. I'm used to it kind of affecting it a bit more. Go a little bit more aggressive with that tilt. Oh crap. I think I also adjusted the mouth on that one. Alright, there we go. We have fully retracted from what we did, or we messed up. Alright, now we take it and we tilt it. I genuinely think we only need 2 more frames for the back arcing animation after this. Alright, we'll take it. Give it a lot more of an aggressive arc. Kind of stick it in between those two. Take the eraser, make the mouth a whole lot wider. That looks kind of bad. Like so. We'll make the eye a lot bigger too. What exactly are we making it to again? About that size. So it's going... So we can probably take it and go from about there to there. No. Once again, from here to here safely. And we only need 1 more frame for this part. And that'll just be the frame to smooth between those two. I think we're going to want it slightly more towards the green. About yay much. We'll take that. Make the eye only slightly bigger this time. Erase the mouth. Once again, make it slightly bigger. We'll test that out. Alright, and now we just need to animate the tail. Alright, and we'll just have this play out up until the point that it fades away. So we'll go 5 seconds just to be safe, because once again, we're just looping it, so we're not going to have to worry too much about about hand animating everything. Because I think after this, we'll probably only need like maybe another like 3 frames for glimmer, and then maybe like 10 frames for throw up. Alright, let's just F5 that. Where are you? Where the heck did that go? Do we... Oh, it's not existing. Okay, there we go. So 3 frames glimmer is going to be pretty simple. We're just going to take it and add on that. And then we're probably going to want to zoom in a little bit more. Go 400. Say we just tilt it a little bit. Make it go under slightly. I think that one could have been done better. We'll have you kind of bounce around a little bit. And we'll have you kind of go try to recreate it roughly what it was originally like in how I think it was. And that should give us a pretty decent glimmer. Ooh. Which I think honestly we can animate on 2s. Just so each frame stays a little bit longer. Here, I will close. And how does that look? Perfect. What a beautiful little glimmer in the eye. The glimmer's done then. I'm actually going to go through and close all the gaps. That way when we go through and have to auto fill up all of the characters, use the paint tool so that the GIF runs smoothly and we can have a transparent background, we won't have to worry about any sort of major issues with the fill bucket tool, which we won't right there. We will on you. Alright, and that'll fix any issues there. We don't have anything on you. Put this. Alright. Let's see, throw up. Question, I think we started on this frame. And this one, you probably only need like 3 frames for the loop, but getting the loop started, getting the throw up starting down is probably going to take a few more frames. I think this one we're actually going to want to animate on once just to make it a little bit smoother. Or I guess more rapid. Why are you saying I can't brush it? Camera layer. Got it. We do not need a camera layer. You're saying which frame? This frame. Right here. Which will kind of started off like so. Actually, I guess it would kind of start off more from like one point. It's one of those things that you never really think about when animating, when you initially begin animating, exactly what types of things you are going to animate. And I will admit, whenever I took my first high school class for animation, throwing a tadpole throwing up was not on my list of ideas. What do we do that one? All right. Whoops, I did that on the wrong frame. Let's see. We'll just redraw those lines for variation. Like so, and bada bing, bada boom. Actually, we originally wanted it to throw up coins, didn't we? Yeah, we're gonna scrap all that. We can do better. We can do what we initially set out to do. We can add a dollar bill to the mix too. Because this is the donations animation. One where people have donated things. Better on that one too. We'll start another bill up here. We take that like so. Let's see, we got that right there, that right there. I feel like we can actually start the loop now. By taking some of those first ones and implementing them back into it. Need to do a bit more on this one. Specifically right there. Right there. We can probably add one more right there. And maybe actually we'll just use those two. We're gonna save it as well. Alright, if we do that, then we're actually gonna want to make it animated on 2s. And we can actually possibly offset this by 1. I wonder how that would look to have them kind of on alternating frames. Beautiful. This is what we want. Peak right here. Everything that one could desire is in this animation right here. It has the baby frog, which, I mean, frogs are already cute, but I think people think babies, you know, baby versions are always cuter than the adult versions, right? It has throw up and it has money. Those are like the 3 things that you need in order to just perfect life. Baby frogs, throw up, and money. I honestly am quite satisfied with this. I think the only thing left to do is just to, you know, color everything in. Other than that, it's perfect. We'll go ahead and save that one last time, and then we'll start the fill process, which can simultaneously be the most fun and worst part of the entire stream. Because the second it starts causing, or I guess it's not necessarily the most fun, but one of the quicker parts of the stream. Up until the point, though, that you accidentally, mess up somehow, most specifically the what do you call it, if you haven't connected all your lines, then it becomes less of a game of, oh, let's have fun doing this, and more of a chore. I messed up there. I want that fill to be change the fill. There we go. And we'll move this to the bottom. And that'll tell us what we still need to fill. Go ahead, 200% that. First fill job is the eyes. Let's do the eyes first. So the eyes are just straight white. I realized we forgot to actually press the fill bucket tool. And we forgot to press the frames we're needing. What the heck? Did I? No, that's filled. Crap. Why does it just disappear? Oh my gosh. What happened? We'll go back way, way back to before we even created that. I think I know what happened. I forgot to actually create a frame for it. Right? Is everything good on it? Yeah, okay, animation's still fine. I just forgot to create a layer for the actual square. Actually, don't even need it to be that big. We can just have it cover there. Oops, we actually need to change that now. And that's good on the eyes for the rest of this. Oh crap. The duplicate, we might as well just... We're not gonna go through and fill every single one of those every single time, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Up next is the body of the snake, which is just a slightly less white. Alright, what happened there? Nothing should have. Alright. Alright, beautiful. Then the last thing we're actually gonna need to paint bucket is gonna be the coins and then money. Which the coins are just gonna be a gold. Oops. Crap. Dang it. Why are there so many lines all of a sudden that need to be corrected? There we go. The last one is a money green, which looks like that one right there. Oh dear. And then, bada bing, bada boom, save it. The animation is done. Crap, I once again set my pen down in the most difficult to reach place, underneath the drawing monitor, which isn't like the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, it's just kind of more annoying than it needs to be. Alright, we'll go ahead, delete layer 4, and then we'll watch it in all its glory. Okay. I don't know what perfection is. I don't think anybody can know what perfection is. But if this doesn't come close, then I think we're all screwed. There's just no other way around it. Like this right here is as close as to perfection as I think we can get. It's the best idea we have of it. Like I said, tadpole, baby frog, growing up, and money, the three things that you need in life. Is beautiful. Alright, well, now that the animation is done, that reaches the end of our stream. I guess at some point in time, I'll probably pop open another stream. That way we can actually, because there's more animations to make. I think actually next stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a viewers submit ideas for animations. And obviously, this is a smaller channel. We aren't even always a one viewer Annie, so we're gonna hope that people join on that one. And if people don't, then we'll just use ChatGPT to generate some ideas and spin them all on a wheel. And we'll still keep kind of the challenge. So the challenge will be, though, is that each one of those animations I have a set amount of time for, and that time is going to be less than 20 minutes. To put that into perspective, this one animation where we have a no. Oh, I remember what I'm supposed to do here. Look right there. All right. But yeah, so to put into perspective how little time that is, this one animation right here, it did crash once, and I think we only lost maybe like 5 to 10 minutes of actual progress in that crash. And this has a lot of loops in it. But this animation, which is 4 seconds long, took about an hour, somewhere between an hour and 15 minutes to make. So it's not going to be an easy task to create a like 4 second long animation in like say 5 minutes. And that's why I think it'll be lots of fun to actually do that on stream. So that's the idea for the next stream. If anybody sees this, then I do hope you'll join me. If you do want to join me, just go ahead and follow me on either Twitch or subscribe to YouTube, and you will get notifications. And well, I guess set it to where you do get notifications for whenever I do go live. And I will see all of you later.